Are you familiar with the gear shift?
You mean the Prindle?
The what?
The Prindle.
Are you referring to the shift lever that says PRNDL?
That's a child's Mosby. I know how to spell Prindle.
It is not something you spell. It is a gear shift. The letters stand for park, reverse, neutral, drive, and low.
You're making me nervous with all this technical talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't we just relax? We'll turn on the radio. Would you like am or film?
Wait, I thought it was Fib. And what about Am? So we all have our challenges. Maybe you're directionally challenged and you don't know how to go from point A to point B. Or you're vertically challenged like me. I'm so short. Anyways, I genuinely don't know how I got my driver's license. Typically, people would, take like maybe months. I didn't. I procrastinated and I got my license in a few days. And you might think, oh, that's pretty impressive. No, it's not. It's not something to brag about for sure. If you saw what atrocities I did while learning how to drive, I don't think you would want me to operate a vehicle ever. It wasn't until I was 18 that I decided to try for my license. So I got my permit. I scheduled for my driver's test in about 3 weeks time. And you know how it is in high school. I had AP classes, League of Legends exams, League of Legends, extracurriculars, League of Legends. I was pretty addicted. Yeah. It wasn't until one day my appa asked me when I was gonna take my driver's test. And then all of a sudden it caught up to me. I totally forgot that I scheduled my test. I checked my email and this Monday. Right now it's Friday. I have 3 days. My appa wasn't even surprised. I'm an avid procrastinator and I'm not really that punctual. So we get in the car. For context, our driveway is sloped at an angle and after I turn on the engine, change gears into reverse, I just press the gas to go backwards. I was expecting what normally happens. The car just slowly reverses and you're smoothly getting out. I was kind of getting... The car just went so fast, I slammed us into the curb. You ever have those moments where you think something is common sense, but then when you're in that exact situation, you start overthinking and start questioning your every action? Like, I knew you push the pedal, but when do you push the pedal? Do I press it now when I go in reverse? I didn't know that you could just let the car move naturally when you're in gear. I thought you had to use the gas. Did everyone know that the car just moves automatically? Yeah, you're dumb. Computer, make the pillow warm on both sides. I drive around the block and I get comfortable with how to move the car a little bit and we just call it a day. Because it was already off to a great start. The next day, my dad tells me to drive to the local community college and come back. I feel like I'm skipping levels here. We went from just learning that the car can move on its own to driving on an actual road with traffic. Not to mention, the only way to get there is through 3 roundabouts. I don't even drive. How am I supposed to navigate a roundabout? And 3. I got to the first roundabout and I just didn't stop. I went through 3 roundabouts and I didn't yield. I didn't know what yield meant. I thought it was optional. So I'm just driving down and hoping for the best. But then I noticed that I was picking up speed. Like a lot of speed. The regular speed limit was about 45 to 50 miles per hour. But can someone tell me why I was going at about 70 to 75? I pressed the brakes, but the car wasn't slowing down. Yeah, no more, Anya. But I don't think the brakes are working. More? I'm trying to slow down. My dad said there were no problems with this car. As you can tell, he is not happy and he's now yelling at me to slow down. This whole time, I'm pressing on the brakes, but the car is still going. So now I'm panicking. I'm crying, thinking I'm the reason why my dad and I are gonna die. And I'm zooming down 3 roundabouts, not yielding. It's like I'm in F1. And then my dad looks over at my feet. Why are both of your feet on each pedal? Well, you're not supposed to? I realized how dumb I truly was in that moment. As I release one foot, the car eventually slows down. And we just drive back home in silence. I didn't know that you weren't supposed to have both of your feet on each pedal. Like as a kid, I would play video games and racing games and go to the arcade, and I had both of my feet on each pedal because I thought that was what you did. And you're probably thinking, how did this guy get his license? Well, through the power of my dad. He took me out on a course that he planned and mapped out where we would practice and drive in preparation for the test. That whole day we practiced and he's still flipping out and I'm crying. Fast forward to the actual day of the test, I got into the car with my instructor and she tells me where to go and I realized, holy moly, this is like almost the exact same route and areas I practiced. My dad literally predicted the likelihood of where I would be going and how I would be tested. Did my dad like bribe the DMV worker or something? Throughout the test, there wasn't a single problem. The test ends and we get out of the car. So how'd I do? Did I pass? The instructor looks at me and goes, you know, if you drove just 1 mile per hour lower, I would have failed you. Huh? Wait, why? You can get failed for going too slow? According to the DMV California criteria, driving 10 miles per hour over or under the speed limit, unless justified by road traffic or weather conditions, will be scored as a critical driving error. I was literally that close to failing. I didn't want to speed because I was traumatized with what I did the days leading up to this. So, did I pass or did I fail? You passed. Oh yeah! Oh! Yes! And you might say, yeah, but you barely got it. And to that I say, C's get degrees, you know? Oh, you stayed until the end of the video. Oh, you're so cool. The fact that you stayed until the end of this video is so awesome. I'm really grateful for that, thank you. And I feel like we should have a code word for this video to establish the cool people so I can see them, like fum or am. Oh, also, I would love to hear any feedback that you had, anything you liked or maybe could have improved. It would mean so much to me. Thank you for watching. God is great and have a good one. Bye bye.